Hello Scorpio, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the career and financial energy for the sign of Scorpio for the month of April. Now Scorpio, do keep in mind this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Scorpio, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone either on here or on Instagram, please do keep in mind that that is a scam. That is not me. Please do not get scammed. And check out my Instagram for more content. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and see what else we have going on here for you, Scorpio. Now, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Both of those actions really help my channel grow in a big way. And if you do subscribe, you'll get weekly, monthly, and bonus content from me. All right, so let's go ahead and make sure we're all set up here. I think that looks just about good enough to me. So we'll put this deck right here, and let's go ahead and get into it. So Scorpio, you're waiting on something right now. You've been spending some time waiting on something, and in the future, it does seem like the conditions are pretty favorable for that type of situation to come in for you. Now, I know this is a career and financial message, but it does look like some of you are working through a heartbreak in some ways. That could certainly be something that is affecting your money situation. I'm not going to go into it much farther than that because I'm going to try to keep it on the message of career and finance, but it is something that I feel like saying here. It's a pretty clear message that some of you are working through that. It's almost like maybe some of you are going to throw yourself into your work potentially after maybe a challenging situation with you and another person. There could also have been a severance that is work related or career related or money related here as well. And but I feel like you've been waiting for something. Let's go ahead and dive into that message a little bit more here. So in your overall situation, you have the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is talking about delays. It is talking about potentially disappointing news. It could also represent somebody who's potentially annoying you or somebody who's opinionated, somebody who has a lot of opinions on something. It's like, I'm sure we've all had that colleague or that person that we've had to work with that just has an opinion on everything. Like they know what's best, they know, right? They try to tell you what to do, yada, yada, all that sort of stuff, right? That's sort of this Page of Swords energy. It can, in a more positive way, say that you are full of ideas. You have a lot of different, you have a lot to offer in terms of intellect, in terms of, your mindset and everything like that. You have a lot of ideas that you can bring to the table, anything like that. But, for me, this is about a waiting game. Okay, I think this is about a waiting game for you. Something that you've been, just simply waiting for. And I feel like when you get the Page of Swords, it's always a good idea to remind the viewer that patience is key, and especially in this, I think, situation for you. But let's dive into this a little bit more. So in the past, you have the Knight of Cups and the Three of Swords. So the Knight of Cups is some sort of romantic connection or partner potentially. In a career situation, we're talking about a happy event arriving. We're talking about the arrival of some type of event where emotions are attached. And the thing is, the Three of Swords represents the detaching of emotions. It represents the severance of a connection between you and another person. Could be a water sign. I would say don't try to get hung up on the sign because they could have water on at any part in their chart. But here's the deal. I feel like for some of you, this is a love connection that's affecting your money, okay? And I feel like for some of you, you're going to keep your mind on your money at this time. And you may even throw yourself into work and say, you know what, I'm not going to let this person affect my money situation here. But for others of you, there may have been a heartbreaking situation. There may have been an emotional situation between you and a colleague. This could have been a fallout, could have been a war of words, could have been something like that happened here. This is a very clear progression with the Knight of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Page of Swords, that something disappointing happened between you and another person. or just in your life here, and you're trying to kind of work through it. But in the future, you have the Chariot and the Six of Pentacles, which is very good news for you in this reading because of the cards that we've talked about here, the previous cards. This is a very good situation to find yourself in. The Chariot is triumph and victory, okay? This is a big card of charging forward. Nope, look, this person, nobody put this person in the Chariot. I feel like I've heard myself say that to Scorpio before, and I've never really said that before. But I don't know, maybe it's a message that Scorpio really needs to hear right now, like the collective Scorpio sign. But like, this person got in the Chariot themselves, and they did that because they're self-disciplined, they're hardworking. Nobody put them in the Chariot, okay? And they're in a position to charge forward because of their hard work. This represents overcoming external obstacles, the Chariot. And so you do have one. You do have an external obstacle here. It's probably this Page of Swords. It's probably somebody who's trying to tell you what to do or opinionated or whatever the case may be. There has been a severance in the past. But with this Six of Pentacles here, you know, that is this idea of inflow, outflow. You can see there's outflow going on here on the card. This person's giving away pentacles, and as a result, they will begin to receive, right? They will begin to receive as they do that. And so the Six of Pentacles can really talk about money coming back around to you. And especially if you've been giving a lot, okay? If you've been giving a lot. So it's definitely a very good sign, and especially because it's paired here with the Chariot card. Now, this is the card of Cancer, the Cancerian zodiac sign. And so you do have this water sign as well here with the Knight of Cups. I do feel like maybe some of you are overcoming a situation with a water sign, or just somebody who has water-like qualities to them. Let's go ahead and move up the chart here, or up the up the pyramid, not the chart. But all right, you have the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Nine of Swords, you have the Six of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. Okay. So my intuition was right here. With that Seven of Wands, that is a major card of competition. You can see here that all of these, well, I don't have to pick it up. You can see on the card, there are wands here coming after this person. Each one of these wands represents someone coming after this person. Look, they are standing their ground, okay? They're holding on to a strongly held conviction, and they are standing up for what they know is true. Actually, you know what? Guess what, Scorpio? I am going to pick it up. The reason being is you have this very interesting combination that is right next to each other, which is the 6 into the 7 of Wands. The reason this person is needing to defend their position is because they've had this success here of the 6 of Wands. The card that comes before it is the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands represents someone being rewarded, being recognized publicly. This is a card of public recognition, but more importantly, exceeding expectations. It's a big win. It's a big victory in your life. Defending your position here because you've been successful. So look, you have major message of success in the future with the Chariot, the 6 of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands, and the 7. And you have major triumph here. Whatever's going on, you're working through it. You're working through it here. You do have this Wheel of Fortune, which talks about good luck, good fortune, good situations happening in your life. And things really, there's a little bit of fate, a little bit of destiny sprinkled in there together when you get the Wheel of Fortune. You know, sometimes, you know, luck is a part of life, right? And sometimes we get lucky. Sometimes we get unlucky, but sometimes, guess what? We get lucky. And that is certainly what is implied with the Wheel of Fortune. It does say that your time has arrived, your destiny has arrived, and it would be wise for you to take advantage of the favorable conditions when you see the Wheel of Fortune. The Nine of Swords is about somebody who is potentially having a nightmare. Okay, this is somebody who's anxious, somebody who's stressed a little bit. There's a little bit of anxiety here when you look at the Nine of Swords. And it is a high stress card, but it's because of whatever's going on here with this Three of Swords, Page of Swords. In fact, you have all swords around it in a triangle here, in a mini triangle within the triangle, within the pyramid spread, you have a mini triangle here. And maybe you're involved in some sort of love triangle, even though this is a career reading that is affecting your money. Again, sometimes emotional situations, sometimes relationships can really keep us out, right? Can really keep us down and out in all areas of our lives. And so for whatever reason, I think some of the Scorpios here might be dealing with something, could even be a friend. But yeah, let's move up the pyramid. I'm very interested to see. So you have the Three of Wands, you have the Nine of Wands in reverse, okay? Which I don't read reversals, but it did come out reversed. And then you have the Seven of Pentacles. So listen, Nine of Wands in reverse, it's very important for you that is there something that you need to say to someone? Because Nine of Wands, especially in reverse, may say that you are a little bit timid and shy, or that you need to maybe try to work through those feelings of those reserved feelings about something or someone here. I'd be careful of an argument not spilling over into total blowout mode, for sure, at this time. The Three of Wands is somebody who's on a different note. The Three of Wands, kind of a smaller version of the Wheel of Fortune, in that the Three of Wands represents growth and expansion on the horizon. It talks about taking something to the next level, growing something into something huge, into something large. And the Three of Wands, this person here has a faraway look in their eyes. They're kind of looking out to the ocean, and they're realizing that they have the entire world in front of them and that they can take something to the next level. So with the Wheel of Fortune, there's a ton of opportunity available for you. It's a matter of whatever is here happening with this swords triangle here, and this Nine of Wands showing up as potentially reservation, something like that happening. You have the Seven of Pentacles, which is long-term growth, long-term success on the horizon, anything like that. But it can also talk about, more importantly, long-term investments paying off, planting seeds today that will take some time to grow, but will eventually grow into a big harvest here, as you can see this person is kind of looking at. Let's go ahead and see what else we have. Okay, you have the Knight of Swords, and you have the Two of Wands. You are stacking up the wins. You are stacking up the wins here, Scorpio. 3 into 2, 2 into 3 of Wands. Well, it is 3 into 2 of Wands. And then you have the 6 into 7, right? So you have these progressions happening here on the board. You also have double Knights. Two or more Knights in a tarot reading for me suggests that you're going to be having a busy period of time in your life. The Knight of Swords really pushes you to take action. Again, with that Nine of Wands, which did come out reverse, that Nine of Wands is really saying, go for it. Okay, the Nine of Wands here is saying, it is not a time to hold back. It is not a time to pull back. Now, I'm not encouraging you to get into an argument, to get into a fight, or anything like that. But I am saying, if you feel strongly about something here, especially as you have this Seven of Wands, stand strong by your convictions, okay? Stand strong in your convictions, and know that there is something available for you here, and know that it's okay for you to have a strong feeling about something. You have this Two of Wands, which I've talked about a little bit, which is really needing to decide on which path to go down. Let's see what's at the top of the pyramid. Wow, okay, you have the Eight of Cups. You have the Eight of Cups here, Scorpio. So, listen, you're going to decide, I'm not going to deal with somebody's poor behavior here. I'm going to walk away from the disappointments. I'm going to walk away from the disappointing cups, the disappointing situations, and I'm going to move forward. This person's ready to take on higher timelines in their life. They're ready to embrace some sort of new situation. And you know what? They're not going to allow whatever happened here in the past to hold them back. They're taking an empowered step forward. The Eight of Cups is all about empowerment, especially as you have the Seven of Wands here standing your ground. Let's see what else we have. Okay, you have the Magician on the bottom, major manifestation. This is the card of being a master manifester. You can see the Magician has all of the tools in the palm of their hand, everything that they need to bring something to life, to bring something into existence. For you, it's not a matter of talent. For you, it's not a matter of skill or ability. You have all that. You have all that, Scorpio. For you, it's a matter of doing it, especially as you have this Nine of Wands, which did, again, come out reversed, making sure that you do not play small at this time. It's time to go big. It's time to go big, Scorpio. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. Take care, and I will see you in the next reading.